Hello, 2024. First, I would like to wish you a healthy and prosperous year ahead. I can't believe we are already in 2024. I just finished my first session for the year. And like in every session, when starting, I asked my coachee what he had in mind for today's session. And he used an expression that captured my attention and inspired this quick video. He said that in the aftermath of New Year's festivities, he feels like having a resolutions hangover. It was the first time I hear resolutions hangover. Think of it. Do you feel that way? Well, we continued the conversation and we managed to gather to shift the mindset from resolutions to intentions. Why this is important? Why resolutions do not stick around for long for many? Well, in my experience and what I see with my coaches and in my lived experience is that resolutions tend to come from a disappointment and trigger an additional disappointment. What I mean by that, if you think of your 2024 resolutions, if you have some, I see that often comes from what was not achieved in 2023. And it's being somehow postponed or moved forward to 2024. And there is a high likelihood that at the end of 2024, it will get postponed or moved forward to 2024. So my coachee was in the second day of the year already feeling a hangover from setting the resolutions and started having this bitterness that the resolutions he set for the year feels to him unachievable and too many. Why that? Because in many cases, resolutions are set like checklists where you tick boxes, done, done, done. And if it's not done, if any box is not ticked, that triggers a sense of frustration. When we shift our mind towards intentions, it gives us that sense of freedom, that sense of ownership, and sense of accountability while adopting still an agile approach. Let's take an example that I see very often in my professional environment. Many professionals set a resolution, for example, to network more, and they set a goal to it, quantitative goal of adding 10 more connections a week, for example. So imagine a week where they have not been feeling well, a week where just challenges of life have been thrown their way, like it happens to all of us, and they connected only with one person. At the end of week, this situation triggers a sense of unaccomplishment, sense of lack of achievement, that they are late in their goal. So if we take the same framework and we shift it to, instead of networking more and adding 10 connections per week, to an intention of building more meaningful relationship that aligns with our values and foster our professional growth. You see, in that shift, it's that it sets a framework that is completely aligned with our values, and yet it offers us the flexibility and the agility and the feeling that we are free. Because it invites us to embrace an adaptable and agile mindset while still having this strategic thought of building more meaningful connections. So I wanted just to touch on that. You are welcome to reach out if you have any more questions regarding intentions versus resolutions, or if you need further assistance in the near future about setting your intentions and working on your self-knowledge and living life intentionally, Skalli. So here we go. Cheers to a purpose-driven and intention-led year ahead.